Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren, and this is the Aquarius moon reading for October 2020. If you have any personal planets in Aquarius or Aquarius rising, this may resonate with you. But this is a lunar reading intended for those who have moon in Aquarius. I'm using the Moonology Oracle, this moon deck that I designed myself, and the Santa Muerte Tarot. I'll shuffle and pull one oracle card from each deck and 6 tarot cards. I specify the moon in my monthly readings because I feel like the sun sign is overdone. It's overstated in importance in Western astrology. Certainly when it comes to synastry, the moon is more important. The moon is our intuition, our feelings, our pain body, our daily habits and routines, so I would say it's pretty important in a relationship to be with someone whose moon syncs up with yours. I like the opposition and the conjunction best, just a personal preference. You always want a tight orb, ideally 5 degrees or less. Really thick stock. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Okay, I'll use my chart as an example. So I've got South Node in Cancer. The South Node is your comfort zone. So I was born into a very traditional family in small town Texas. My mother and my mother and my maternal grandmother both got married as teenagers just out of high school, and they had kids right away. My grandmother had 3 kids. My mom had 3 kids. And I was just surrounded by very traditional people, very traditional roles. The women cook, the women clean, the men watch football, the men work in the oil field or whatever. So it's in my comfort zone to stay at home and interact with my son and bake cookies. Being on the camera on YouTube is not at all my comfort zone. So my North Node is Capricorn in the 5th house, and the 5th house is Leo. So camera, YouTube, platform. I put a lot of stuff out there with my various YouTube channels, my blogs, my books. That's all Capricorn. That's all 5th house. So Moon trine Pluto. You scare me in the best possible way. Anytime you have Moon interacting with Pluto in synastry, it's going to be exciting, scary. It's going to feel kind of dangerous. I've experienced Moon conjunct Pluto with 2 different men I regard as soulmates. My Moon and Virgo conjunct their Pluto and Virgo. Very intense. Moon trine Pluto, similar, but not quite as intense as the conjunction. So say you have your moon at 13 Aquarius and your person has their Pluto at 15 Libra. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be intense. You're going to feel it. There's going to be an element of danger. And usually, well, not usually, always, the Pluto person has the power in that interaction. The moon person feels very vulnerable and very drawn to the Pluto person. Tell me something good. Aquarius moon. 6 good cards for Aquarius moon. Uno más. Page of Swords. The High Priestess. 4 of Swords. 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. So, it looks like you're in a pretty energetic relationship, it looks like you're on the same page. You want the same thing. You want marriage, or you want commitment. You want each other. You want something that is established. Monogamy. And that is Moon in Aquarius in some decks, Seven of Swords. I feel like you're really secure in this relationship. You communicate on a frequent basis. And if you're currently in separation, you're working toward being together, sharing a home is what I'm seeing. Your intuition tells you that this is safe. You can rely on this person. You know that they love you. I'm not seeing third party here. You've analyzed this. You've gone in deep. You've checked with your intuition. You've given this a lot of thought. You've contemplated this. And you can see the two of you growing old together is what I'm getting. You may have met online. But however you met, I'm seeing consistent, inspired communication. Your person could be super creative. And you could be the muse. They could be a musician. They could write songs about you. They could be an artist. You could pose for portraits. They could be a writer. They could write short stories, novels, poetry. And you're the inspiration. You're the muse. Please provide an energetic summation for Aquarius Moon, 3 additional cards. I'm not really seeing any problems here. I'm not seeing any red flags. Oh hell, I need a good hard shuffle. Energetic summation, 3 additional cards, Aquarius Moon. The Devil. 9 of Cups. 5 of Swords. So the sex is really good. And this person challenges you. This person stimulates you. You're on the same wavelength. You see the world in a similar way. You probably have excellent Mercury synastry. Your Mercuries could be conjunct, trine maybe. They could even be square. It's like I say often, any energy is better than no energy. So the square, the opposition, those are seen as problematic aspects. But I would say it's better to have Mercury square Mercury than 2 Mercuries that don't interact at all or make some minor bullshit aspect. I don't look at the quintile or the biquintile or the semi-sextile. I look at the major aspects. Tight orbs, 5 degrees or less. So this person challenges you. You see this person as an equal. You're both complicated. You're not easy. You're not predictable. The two of you are not looking for basic-ass companionship. You want to be with someone who inspires you to be a better version of yourself. You want to be with someone who keeps you on your toes, and I see that here. It's safe because when you have these arguments or disagreements, it's not toxic. It's not challenging the very foundation of the relationship. It's safe to argue with this person. It's safe to have these fights because you really fucking love each other. You see each other as the ideal. That's what I'm getting. So it feels like this was less than 10 minutes. It was a really quick, easy read. I'll go ahead and get one more card. One more card for Aquarius Moon, October 2020. Six of Wands, victory, triumph. You've been in a lot of mediocre relationships, and this is not mediocre. You finally found someone who doesn't get on your last nerve, someone you respect, someone who excites you. One of the other moon readings I just did, I forget which one it was. I don't know, was it Libra? The energy is always fresh. It doesn't get stale. It doesn't get predictable. It's not stagnant. It's a dynamic relationship. You inspire each other. This is good stuff. This is good energy. So that's what I have. I hope that resonates. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.